Welcome to another video. My name is Nina and I'm a life coach that specializes in personal development. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not marriage makes people happier. So before we do that, let's just kind of look at a few statistics about marriage in general. So firstly, people tend to be putting off marriage later and later and later in life to begin with. So this is kind of a recent change. And also we have the highest percentage now of people that select intentionally not to get married. People tend to view marriage as a social choice now as opposed to a necessity. So that's another change. Studies show, however, that married people do tend to make a little more money, live a little longer, have a little bit more of a satisfaction with life, and have overall better health. So these are all great findings. However, correlation does not mean causation. So what I mean by that is that we have to be asking a different question, and that would be, what comes first, happiness or marriage? Is it that happy people tend to get married more, or does marriage cause happiness? So the answer for that is yes and no, and let me explain why. People are born with a natural happiness set point. So that is about 50% of what determines our overall happiness. So some people are actually born happier than other people. 10% of our happiness is determined by specific life events and different situations in our life. And then the remaining 40% has to do with our attitude towards life and our reaction to the things that are happening to us. So 40% of our happiness is actually kind of under our control. So what the studies have found is that yes, marriage does initially make us happier, but like any other big life event that is viewed as positive, people tend to go eventually back to their normal happiness set point. So the results of the study for this go really right along with what they found with other major life events, such as having a baby or moving into a new house or moving to a new location altogether. All these things tend to make us initially a lot happier, but then eventually we still go back to our normal happiness set point. We also have to keep in mind that we get out of life what we expect from it. So if we have high expectations of marriage and we believe marriage to be something that is happy and positive in our life, then it's more likely that the experience will mirror that. Whereas people who have an unfavorable view on marriage tend to be more dissatisfied with marriage as a whole. So again, how we think about something has a lot to do with how we eventually feel about something. And like the studies indicate, it is most likely that whatever your happiness level was before you got married, you will return to that happiness set point. So if you are a happy person in general, you will be more likely to be happy married. And if you are more unhappy as a person, you are much more likely to feel unhappy in marriage. Although there is this pervasive idea that finding our soulmate and getting married will guarantee happiness, there is unfortunately no external event that could ever guarantee happiness. Happiness must be an inside job. It comes down to us deciding how the experience will be for us. That does not discount the fact, however, that studies also show that strong relationships do tend to bring happiness. So that could also mean a family relationship. That could be your mom, that could be your dad, that could be your child, that could be a great friend. But relationships in general do tend to make people happier. But again, it's how we feel about those relationships. So does marriage make you happier? Well, it can, yes, but it can also make you feel exactly the same way. So the most important thing is to work on your own happiness, because when you are feeling happy and peaceful, you will have much more fulfillment in any relationship that you choose. So that's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like it and share it with someone else who might find it interesting. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel where we talk about everything to do with self-growth and personal development. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.